is Maureen Brower here, together with
Karen.
and welcome to Body Mind Connections. And tonight we're going to be talking about breathing, the power of breath. So, as most of you probably are aware, we have several nervous systems operating in our body. One's the sympathetic, and the other is the parasympathetic nervous system. And sympathetic is where fight and flight comes in, and the hormones related to that are cortisol and adrenaline.
Oh, your stress hormones.
Yeah. Actually, when you breathe in, your stress hormones are ready to go, because at any moment you need to be ready for avoiding danger.
I guess
So
that makes sense. If anything startles you, you kind of gas.
That's right. That's our built into our system, so that as soon as you breathe in, they're on.
Okay.
Yeah. However, when you breathe out, if you breathe out longer than you breathe in, then your parasympathetic nervous system kicks in. Your cortisol and adrenaline turn off, and your tendon-friend oxytocin and endorphins turn on.
Oh, your happy hormones, yeah.
Come on. So it's a really easy way to turn off the stress response. And I often
it's almost like you
teach
trick your body. It's like
Yeah.
a nice little short circuit.
And it's
of
already
stress
built in.
response.
because you're not going to be in stress response all of the time.
Right.
It's meant to be short-lived. So
Right.
breathing in is on, breathing out longer than you breathe in turns on the parasympathetic nervous system, turns off your stress hormones, and brings in the
Okay, so it triggers the rest and digest rather than the sympathetic, the fight or flight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I often teach it to people as a way to, you don't need any special equipment. You can do it anywhere, anytime. You can do it before you go to sleep at night. One of my clients says now she goes into her office at lunch, shuts the door, and just practices breathing.
And so what do you recommend? Like, how long do you recommend the inhalation compared to the exhalation?
To start with, if you haven't done it before, and many people are very shallow breathers, so breathing out is not that easy when you start. So you can do 3 in, 5 out. So 3 in, hold for a second, and then 5 out. When you get a little bit better, try and do 3 in, 6 out.
Okay, so you almost double the exhalation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what you'll notice is then when you breathe in after a longer exhalation, then you take a deeper breath in. So it actually helps.
And it probably helps you belly breathe, because like you were saying, so many people are shallow breathers where they just breathe basically with their ribs, like the top of their ribs, rather than their whole stomach. And that alone, like the diaphragmatic breathing, that also triggers our parasympathetic, like breathing like a baby. Right, is supposed to also trigger our rest and digest.
And they say because
system.
people are in stress a lot of the time, their breathing is very shallow.
And you don't realize it, like all day long. Like even when I'm working, I have to catch myself and actually remind myself to breathe properly. And you can end up getting so tired when you just shallow breathe all day, because you're almost starving your body of oxygen.
And actually you do it naturally when you sigh. So think about it, when you sigh, you go,
and it calms you. And that's interesting.
And you're doing it automatically, kind of when you need to sigh is when you're
decompressing.
Yeah.
Well, and it's funny because when I used to train horses, that's what horses do when they're relaxed. Anytime you hear a horse go,
oh,
that's
really?
them like exhaling. That's when you know they're relaxed. Yeah. So and they usually drop their head, which triggers their rest and digest nervous system too. So, so it's all species. It's nice to sigh.
Right. They're probably better at it than we are.
Probably. Actually, I did a meditation called Horse Lips on. I don't know if it's on the Eagleist app still, but it was, and it was just to literally do that. So should you feel stressed, that those raspberry lips or the motorboat?
And why the laughing classes and laughing courses?
Not laughing,
because it's to breathe in and then laugh it out.
Right. Just get all. It's almost like it depressurizes us.
That's right.
Too, because we can really just almost overload ourselves, like almost like we're going to implode.
And for muscle work, when you're holding yourself tense, it's because everything's being held. So,
right.
So when I'm working with people, I have them breathe and they let go. Their body lets go.
It allows their holding patterns to release. Right. Okay, so inhale for 3 and exhale for 5 is what you would like to challenge everybody to do.
And try starting doing it for 2 minutes.
2 minutes straight.
Yeah.
You can even do that while you're driving. Or is that safe? Don't hold us to that.
You're gonna breathe anyways.
Right.
You're not gonna stop
might get too relaxed while you're driving. Maybe not while you're driving.
Close your door at lunch. Sit and breathe.
Yeah,
for
there
2
you go.
minutes.
In your
Yeah,
office.
start with that.
Even when you're going to the bathroom.
Yeah. Let us know what your experiences are. So thank you very much for tuning in tonight to another episode of Body Mind Connections. And my guest Karen, and this is Maureen Brower saying goodbye.
Bye.